prophesying against Moses, telling them that Moses will die soon and Joshua will take over and Moses' era will be finished. So these were the two people who were prophesying against. So folks, nowadays people are prophesying. Everybody is prophesying. Everybody just go there, lay their hands and start telling the prophecy. It is tired. I'm tired of listening all these things. I wanted to encourage you. I wanted to encourage you to go into the Bible and read the Bible exactly what Bible says. There are a lot of, not a good teachings going out there. I wanted everybody to come out of their line and try to focus on the Word of God, because Word of God is very important, because the Word is God. God Himself, the Word. The Bible is the Word. So we need to know exactly what Bible talks about. People are prophesying so many things. I'm listening every single day message about so many different things. Oh, brother, when the last trumpet was been blown, that time all the people will be gathered. So these people, they don't even know how a shofar sounds. There's a different sounds of shofar in a different occasions. How do you differentiate the shofar sounds? They don't know anything about that one. So people don't know anything, and they just start telling all these prophecies and stuff. I'm so annoyed on this one, and I want you to be careful about this one. This is the Word of God. The more you dig in, the more you treat, the more you value that word, that it will value more to you. I mean, there are no more time left for us to just waste our time in going in, just attending and sitting in down the meetings and taking, some kind of a temporary enjoyment. I think it is, we need to start doing our serious businesses right now. So these prophecies, these prophets, whoever they prophesy, nowadays mostly about only the blessings. Only about the blessings, okay, you'll be, blessed so nicely, this and that. But folks, please take care. See how Moses did the situation. When Joshua went and Moses told Joshua, he said, Joshua, let them prophesy. Let them prophesy, not a problem. See, Moses has seen even the last days, in the last days, I will pour out my spirit, I'll let everybody will prophesy, right? Those prophecy is totally different than what the people are prophesying nowadays. Folks, I'm telling, it is very important to know this fact. So, why people are prophesying in those days? How come they're prophesying? They are just sitting down, then they know there is no work. Will any one of us go and do the same thing nowadays? If anybody is, against the prophets, those who are doing, the evangelists emerging, is street to street, city by city, the evangelists emerging is too much, and they're prophesying 15 million prophecies around there. Can we go and stop them and give them some more work to do? And, we can't do that nowadays, right? But those days, they used to do that one. So let us see how these prophets were trying to do this. And what was the situation? Folks, 40 years they were in the desert. Just came out of the desert, from the city to the desert. So when they were in the 40 years, manna was given to them. Manna was an heavenly food. This manna was, completely, the heaven food which was given to them for 40 years. They could not able to gather it. They could not able to store it. They will eat every single day, and then the next day there's a new manna is given. What an amazing thing to have this one. So after eating this manna for 40 years, think about this one. There was no complaint of congestive heart failures. There was no complaint of diabetic. There are no complaints of obesity. There is no complaint of any dermal or problems. There was no complaint of gastrointestinal problems. There was no complaint of respiratory issues. There was no complaint of infection, pneumonia. Nothing was there. Above all, there was no complaints. There was something else phenomenal. There was no sanitary or sanitization system conducted during these 40 years in the desert land. There was no water resources either for the 2 million people. Imagine this. So how this could happen? It happened just because the manna food was completely absorbed by the body system. There was no excretion in the food because the food was without toxins. It is a no toxin food. It was, there's no toxic excretion happen through that food because that's the heavenly food doesn't have no toxins in that one. Isn't it amazing? We eat nowadays, we smell bad. We smell bad in the morning times because we eat the toxic food. The toxins are excreted every single day and we are smelling bad in every, in our life. Folks, when we eat manna, there's no toxins. That's how the Word of God is. Take the purity of the Word. Refine the purity of the Word. Try to absorb it. Try to eat it. And it will get your full physical body and make your body to glow like ever before. That's very important, folks. That's very important. Manna was the best food in the desert. Same way God has given to us when we cross this world of desert, when this crosses world, the life of desert, before we reach the land of Canaan, we'll absorb the manna of the Word of God completely and thoroughly and eat it correctly. Get the more refined Word. Don't go into the Word like in the cloudy Word. Recently I was asking so many questions to the Israel rabbi themselves, from the rabbis from Israel itself. I'm communicating, via phone calls, via Skype. Every single day I'm asking 15 million questions. They love to ask questions. One of the things that I was telling, one of the questions I asked, how could all the Gentiles recognize when the trumpet is blown? The answer was, Jewish people, Hebrew people, they think, they see the Bible in a very totally a different way because that is their language. That's how it should be read. So what it's told me is there are imaginary or visual portraits or writings in the Bible. We cannot take it just like literally. It's just like that. There are so much of meaning filled in that one. We have to see so many contexts, so many things apply to that one. When it was said, and the Roman kingdom, what was the imaginary things were issued. Even I told you before, even the Revelation book, even they were confused. There was no clear document about it was written by the John who was in the Patmos. There was no clear document in a Jewish concept. So, folks, we have listened so much of messages, so much of information or something about the Bible. Every single day talk about it, the New Testament verses, preaching for 1 hour message, 3 points message, 5 points message, 10-point messages. We need to get more than that. We need to really understand what exactly God is telling, how I'm going to get prepared. Instead of going and asking to God that, God's, give me this, give me this, give me that, that I concept should go away. It is always about I. I is a concept of always expecting something from. But go to God, ask Him that, God, how can I help you? When God, what I should do for you. It's not God, how can you help God? I'm not telling that, to help God, but what I'm saying is, God, how you want me to use? How come I should be a useful tool for you? In which way you expect me to do? What I should do? What I should do, God? What I should do? Try to find what is your, usefulness for God. What type of a tool you were made to God. So the same way 70 elders were set up in the camp to do certain functions. People, like a body system. The head is the top, right? So the head is the top, and head orders everything, and all the other organ functions. Like eye does the visionary things, nose goes for the smell, and the ears for the listening the sound. So the same way, the 70 elders were different, were doing different functions, and they were operating 70 different functions the same way. So all of a sudden they are listening prophecy from the camp. That's what it threw of Moses out. So even though people knew everything, even though people knew everything that what Moses knew, but still God made Moses as a leader to lead the whole camp. Even Moses, there is no secret between Moses and the congregation. No. That everybody knew everything that time. Everybody has seen it, saw it, they have experienced. There's nothing different, so secret with the Moses and God, and everything was revealed to everybody. They knew everything, but they were going through Moses' leadership. So you know what? Nowadays, leaders have kept us so bad, like not revealing anything, leading us in a different path. They made the people they suppress the people to not to know more than what they expected to know. So they were keeping us all the time in the darkness, so that we would know we are not going in the right path. So I'm encouraging you guys to go and dig out the Word of God and understand the Word of God in a right and proper way, my folks. So, Mashbea and Maccabee, before you become a leader, before you become an evangelist, or before you become a useful tool for God, we must exercise the Spirit of God, which is Mashbea and Maccabee, a benefactor and a recipient. We should listen. Maybe it could be a small person, it could be a very weak person in anything. We have to listen and understand that one. So, my folks, until I come back with my next Torah portion, I hope you enjoy this session, and I will come back with a new one. Until then, hang in tight, and may God bless you. Shabbat Shalom, and have a fantastic week. Bye.